Greetings, everybody. My name is Marching4spuds. Welcome to the channel. What's new to talk about? It's kind of funny when you think about it, because when you're just going through your day, taking a shower, doing work, you just have the ideas going through your head, and it just flows so naturally. But then out of nowhere, when it's time to actually present the idea, boom, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Well, regardless, like I always say at my outro, we're still alive. That means so long as we're not in the box already, then I'd say we're okay. Even if you're like 80 or 70 or just popping out fresh from the womb, then I'd say you're okay. What else can I say other than I am doing my best to try to get out of my current job? Because don't get me wrong, working as a driver and a mover has allowed me to see many great things, but at the same time, it kind of wore out its welcome a while back, and I was a little blind to it. Maybe it was because of spite or something else. Obviously, my tracker isn't all that great given how I'm just using the tracker on my laptop, or in this case, my computer. But overall, this is what I'm. Before this month ends, I'm definitely going to change a model just to throw something out there so that you guys can see, appreciate, experiment, maybe even comment on it. To my 9 subscribers, as well as to any and all future subscribers, including people who are listening just to pass the day and time to see if this guy's actually worth something. First and foremost, thank you for listening. Appreciate it. I'm just pretty much just yammering about things because I am not tech savvy. I don't know anything about tech. The fact that I'm even recording or something rather than live streaming, that alone shows how much of a miracle this is. Do I need to edit? Hopefully I figure it out before February. And if not February, then definitely during the month of February I'm going to figure it out, cuz this this thing deserves it. If you're also on my channel hoping I talk about like certain like topics that you may need, um, I I don't know, man. I'm just a regular dude. Um, maybe like changing a tire or something. Sadly, I don't know anything about changing a truck's oil or a car's oil. Really need to learn that at some point, cause I still need to know that. We all need to know that, actually. There's a lot of skills we need to know as individuals, because sometimes when we think, oh, it'd be great to go back in time, or it'd be great to go back in fantasy lands, and I'm like, buddy, they don't have working toilets out there. They died from common cold, the flu, something that, yeah, it's pretty dangerous to us, but guess what? We're okay with it. Heck, even coronavirus a few years back was considered extremely dangerous and lethal. Heck, I was even locked down for like a month straight inside my own room, being bored out of my mind because, let's just say, things happen in life. Things are always changing, happening, and, well, tell me, do you guys know anything about a bridge series or something? Because one abridged series called Hellsing Ultimate introduced a certain alias to Alucard, and what he wrote to people with carrier pigeons, no doubt. To, well, I try to not curse a lot if you've seen any of my past videos, because don't get me wrong, we're all adults here. We all have heard some bad stuff, but we gotta try to be better. Not just for the sake of kids around us, but also just to expand our vocabulary. Maybe I gotta have to do like a thing where I'm reading a book, maybe on a live stream. Definitely gonna lose some viewers if I do that, but hey, I'm just throwing or spitballing out there. As for what I want to do, well, you probably already guessed. Gaming, maybe even like seeing a movie with you guys. That'd be nice. Obviously something that isn't like a bunch of cursing or whatever. It's kind of funny when you think about it. When I'm just thinking like Mortal Kombat in a way, cause we're used to blood, gore, but the moment there's cursing or certain adult content, that's where we stop. So that's a little blurry. That's a little blurry, don't you think? Hmm. What is there to talk about? Well, I guess I'm gonna be starting up a business. Gonna be studying a bit today. May take the whole day, but either way, I need this because I am tired of my job. Don't get me wrong, I love it and all, but there was the two things that got me messed up. One, I was the guy who had to do the revisions. Cause believe me, we tried. We honest to God humanly tried to move the furniture, move everything. I was under the assumption that everything was somewhat already in the garage. I should have known or should have pieced it together that things were going to go sideways. Because guess what? The people who are doing like the revisions or doing the calls, they're in another state in a comfy office building. Meanwhile, we're at the house, we're meeting with the customers, and it is a blessing and they are very understanding with the fact that we tried. Heck, I barely spent I didn't even spend a minute to grab a coffee or a Gatorade just so that I can go back at it and start padding, shrink wrapping, because that's what I do for a living outside of this. I drive and move furniture for a living from point A, point B, and sometimes point C and D, and then maybe even back to A. And even still, we gotta beat a clock, because they're paying per hour, and the more hours we take, the more they're going to have to pay. Don't get me wrong, we all want those big paychecks, but I don't want to ruin a customer or get them so mad at us they don't like our services, because those guys are technically our lifeblood. Don't get me wrong, there's always the Karens, there's always the Kens, or Kents? Kent, right? Either way, though, there are always going to be those people that you just think, who made and raised you like this? Not even me, who is clarified or even classified as a spoiled brat. There's just no words for those people. And honestly, for a brief time when I was watching or doom scrolling YouTube, I was happy with this certain VTuber, or not VTuber, VR chat, where they talked about a bounty hunter of all things who had a thing about arresting Karens. Like straight up a bounty hunter who got Karens. Do you have any idea how mad someone has to be to put a bounty on a Karen? And they go through all the legal stuff too? But obviously, he also didn't go for like these insane other people, like someone who has multiple kills in his name. It's not like video games, you know? You don't kill somebody and they come back, they stay dead. We value life, but at the same time, we're so eager to kill somebody because we don't know them at all. They're just another blank slate in our eyes, but we don't know them. There's a lot of people like that, myself included, but I don't know. I I may have to scrap this because I did mention some no words on YouTube. Probably I'm going to have to redo this or revisit it. Definitely going to save it. But one thing's for sure, I gotta change something about this. And if you can't tell, because this is an anime boy, he doesn't have facial hair, I'm actually grabbing my goatee right now. And yes, I do have facial hair. Got a mustache and a goatee. But I might shave it in I don't know, like after March or something when it gets hot. Because, um, not sure if you can tell with this junk background I love so much, but I actually live out in the deserts. And a long time ago, a friend of mine said that this place is like Russia, extreme summers and extreme winters. I've never been to Russia, not once in my life. But I like that comment because it means that, I don't know, or just people that just go through it. Wow. Rambled for like 10 minutes straight. Either way, sorry to take up so much of your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for you. Have a good day. And remember, we're still alive. Ah, man, face tracker.